Part 1. The Power of Desire and Faith. Napoleon Hill begins Think and Grow Rich with the idea that all success starts with a burning desire. He argues that every great achievement in history, whether in business, science, or personal growth, can be traced back to an individual who had an intense, unwavering desire to accomplish something specific. He insists that desire is not merely a wish or a vague hope, but a deeply rooted determination that fuels persistence and overcomes obstacles. To illustrate this, Hill tells the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a man who had a dream of working with the great inventor Thomas Edison. At the time, Barnes had no money, no connections, and no experience in Edison's field. However, he was determined to make his dream a reality. He did not simply wish for the opportunity, he actively pursued it. Barnes traveled to Edison's office and boldly stated his intention to work with him. Though he was not given an important role at first, he took whatever opportunity he could find and remained persistent. Over time, his unwavering desire and commitment led him to become Edison's trusted business partner. Hill uses the story to emphasize that success does not come from waiting for the right conditions or having perfect circumstances, it comes from having a definite goal and refusing to accept failure as an option. Hill introduces the idea that desire, when turned into a clear and definite goal, becomes a powerful force. He provides a 6-step process for turning desire into tangible success. 1. Clearly define what you want. It is not enough to say, I want to be rich, or I want success. You must specify exactly how much money or what kind of achievement you are aiming for. 2. Determine what you will give in return. Success requires effort, sacrifice, and commitment. One must decide what they are willing to do, learn, or endure to achieve their goal. 3. Set a definite deadline. Without a time frame, a goal remains a mere wish. Setting a specific deadline creates urgency and accountability. 4. Create a detailed plan and begin immediately. Even if the plan is imperfect, action must be taken right away. Waiting for the perfect moment leads to procrastination. 5. Write down the goal, the deadline, and the plan. Putting these thoughts into written words helps solidify commitment and serves as a constant reminder. 6. Read the written statement aloud every morning and night, visualizing the achievement with full belief and emotion. This practice programs the subconscious mind to work towards the goal. Faith, according to Hill, is the next essential ingredient for success. He defines faith as an unshakable belief in oneself and in the certainty of achieving one's goal. He argues that faith is not a vague or blind hope but a state of mind that can be cultivated through repeated affirmations and positive thoughts. The human mind, he explains, has the power to shape reality based on what it believes to be true. If one consistently reinforces the belief that they will succeed, their actions, decisions, and subconscious mind will align to make that success inevitable. Hill introduces the concept of autosuggestion, which is the practice of influencing the subconscious mind through repeated statements and visualizations. He asserts that the subconscious does not distinguish between positive and negative beliefs, it accepts whatever is repeatedly fed into it. This means that if one constantly tells themselves they will succeed, the mind will begin to find ways to make it happen. Conversely, if one is filled with self-doubt and negative thoughts, the subconscious will manifest failure. The power of faith is further illustrated through historical examples. Hill discusses great individuals such as Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, who, despite facing ridicule and failure, maintained unwavering faith in their ideas. Ford, for example, insisted on creating the V8 engine when engineers told him it was impossible. His faith in his vision drove him to persist until the technology was developed. Hill concludes this section by stressing that anyone can cultivate faith through repeated affirmations, visualization, and a deep emotional connection to their goals. He warns against letting fear, doubt, and negativity take root in the mind, as these emotions can sabotage success. He assures readers that those who develop a burning desire, back it with unwavering faith, and reinforce it through daily affirmations will inevitably achieve the wealth and success they seek. Part 2. Autosuggestion and Specialized Knowledge. Napoleon Hill expands on the idea that thoughts, when consistently reinforced, shape reality. He introduces autosuggestion as the process through which individuals can influence their subconscious mind by deliberately planting and reinforcing specific thoughts. Autosuggestion is a tool that allows people to take control of their mental environment, replacing doubt and negativity with unwavering belief in their ability to achieve success. Hill explains that the subconscious mind acts like fertile soil, it will grow whatever is planted in it, whether positive or negative. If a person constantly feeds their mind with thoughts of wealth, success, and confidence, these thoughts will take root and eventually manifest in reality. Conversely, if a person allows fear, doubt, and failure to dominate their mind, those negative elements will shape their life instead. The key, Hill argues, is to take deliberate control over one's thoughts and program the mind for success. To do this, he revisits the 6-step process introduced in the previous section, emphasizing that it must be combined with strong emotional involvement. Simply reading or writing goals is not enough, one must feel the emotions associated with success. Visualization is a crucial part of autosuggestion. One must see themselves already possessing the wealth, status, or success they desire. By repeatedly affirming and visualizing their goal with conviction, individuals rewire their subconscious mind, which then influences their decisions, actions, and habits in ways that lead to success. Hill advises readers to repeat their goal statement every morning and night, speaking it aloud with confidence and passion. He insists that belief strengthens with repetition, and over time, the subconscious mind will begin to accept the goal as reality. This process helps eliminate self-doubt, strengthens persistence, and attracts opportunities that align with one's aspirations. Once the mind is conditioned through autosuggestion, the next crucial step is acquiring specialized knowledge. Hill makes a clear distinction between general knowledge and specialized knowledge. General knowledge, he argues, has little value in achieving wealth or success. A person can be highly educated in a broad sense but still fail to achieve financial independence if they do not apply that knowledge effectively. Specialized knowledge, on the other hand, is highly valuable when it is applied with a definite purpose. It is the knowledge that directly contributes to achieving a goal, whether it is expertise in a trade, business strategy, or an innovative skill. Hill points out that some of the wealthiest individuals are not those with the most education, but those who know how to acquire and use specialized knowledge efficiently. He encourages readers not to rely solely on formal education but to continuously seek knowledge from a variety of sources. These can include personal study, mentorship, experience, and collaboration with experts. He warns against the common mistake of believing that success depends on possessing all knowledge personally. Instead, he suggests that individuals should focus on developing a strong network and surrounding themselves with people who have the expertise they lack. To illustrate this, Hill gives the example of Henry Ford. Although Ford had little formal education, he became one of the most successful industrialists of his time by surrounding himself with knowledgeable individuals. When critics accused him of being uneducated, Ford responded by saying that he did not need to clutter his mind with unnecessary facts. He had employees and experts who could provide him with any information he needed at any time. Hill argues that this approach is one of the key principles of success. Instead of trying to know everything, one should learn how to access and use knowledge effectively. Hill also stresses the importance of taking immediate action with the knowledge acquired. Many people make the mistake of continuously learning without ever applying what they know. He warns that knowledge is only powerful when it is put into action. Those who continuously seek more education but never take decisive steps toward their goals often remain stuck in a cycle of preparation without progress. In summary, Hill teaches that success comes from deliberately shaping the subconscious mind through autosuggestion and reinforcing that belief with specialized knowledge. Autosuggestion ensures that an individual remains focused and committed to their goal, while specialized knowledge provides the necessary tools to make that goal a reality. Those who master both of these principles will be able to transform their desires into tangible success. Part 3: Imagination, Organized Planning, and Decision. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that success is not solely about knowledge or desire, it also requires creativity, structured action, and the ability to make firm decisions. In this section, he explores the role of imagination in generating ideas, organized planning in turning those ideas into reality, and decision-making in ensuring consistent progress. The power of imagination. Hill describes imagination as the mental workshop where ideas take form. He categorizes imagination into two types: synthetic imagination and creative imagination. Synthetic imagination involves rearranging and combining existing ideas, concepts, and knowledge to create something new. Many successful entrepreneurs use this type of imagination by taking proven business models and adapting them to new industries or improving them with innovation. For example, Henry Ford did not invent the automobile, but he revolutionized the industry by applying mass production techniques. Creative imagination is the ability to generate entirely new ideas, often appearing as sudden insights or inspirations. Hill suggests that this type of imagination is linked to the subconscious mind and is enhanced through deep thinking, meditation, and exposure to new experiences. He asserts that some of the greatest discoveries, inventions, and business ideas come from a well-developed creative imagination. Hill advises readers to cultivate their imagination by continuously thinking about their goals and searching for innovative ways to achieve them. He warns against the tendency to rely on conventional thinking, emphasizing that those who succeed are often those who dare to think differently and explore new possibilities. The necessity of organized planning. Once an idea is formed, it must be translated into a concrete plan. Hill insists that organized planning is the bridge between desire and accomplishment. He argues that people often fail not because they lack talent or ambition but because they fail to create and execute a structured plan. He outlines the steps for developing an effective plan. Form a mastermind group, surround yourself with knowledgeable and skilled individuals who can contribute ideas, provide guidance, and help refine your strategy. A mastermind group serves as a source of wisdom, accountability, and encouragement. Develop a definite plan, outline clear and actionable steps to achieve your goal. The plan should be specific, realistic, and adaptable as new challenges arise. Take immediate action. Hill warns against procrastination, stating that no plan will work unless it is acted upon immediately. Even if the plan is imperfect, it is better to start and make adjustments along the way. Be persistent. Many people give up after encountering the first obstacle. Hill stresses that failures are merely lessons in disguise and that persistence in executing a plan is what separates successful individuals from those who quit. Hill provides historical examples of leaders who succeeded through careful planning. One such example is Thomas Edison, who conducted over 10,000 experiments before successfully inventing the electric light bulb. Hill argues that Edison's success was not due to luck or genius alone but because of his relentless planning and testing of different methods until he found the right solution. He also highlights the importance of flexibility. A plan should not be rigid. If one approach fails, a new strategy should be created. Many people fail because they refuse to adapt when obstacles arise. The most successful individuals continuously refine their plans while keeping their ultimate goal unchanged. The power of decision making. Hill identifies decisiveness as one of the most critical traits of successful individuals. He observes that wealthy and influential people make decisions quickly and with confidence, while unsuccessful individuals hesitate, change their minds frequently, and let others influence their choices. He warns against the dangers of indecision, stating that it is one of the most common causes of failure. Those who cannot make decisions promptly often miss opportunities, as success requires taking action at the right time. Hill presents the example of successful entrepreneurs and leaders who stood by their decisions despite opposition. One such example is Andrew Carnegie, who made bold business decisions that others doubted but ultimately led to his rise as a steel industry tycoon. He also cautions against the influence of public opinion. Many people fail because they allow family, friends, or society to dictate their choices. Hill argues that those who achieve greatness trust their own judgment and are willing to take calculated risks. To develop strong decision-making skills, Hill advises: gather sufficient information before making a decision, but do not overanalyze to the point of inaction. Many people fall into the trap of paralysis by analysis, where they endlessly research and plan but never take action. Trust your intuition and experience. Successful individuals learn from their past experiences and use their intuition to make quick and effective choices. Once a decision is made, commit to it. Those who constantly change their minds rarely achieve success. Hill emphasizes that persistence in executing a decision is often more important than the decision itself. Conclusion. In this section, Hill makes it clear that success requires more than just ambition. It demands imagination to generate ideas, organized planning to execute those ideas effectively, and decisive action to bring them to life. He stresses that failure is often the result of a lack of planning, hesitation, or reliance on external opinions. Those who cultivate their imagination, create detailed plans, and make firm decisions are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Part 4: Persistence, Mastermind, and the Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Napoleon Hill emphasizes that achieving success is not just about having the right ideas or plans, it also requires an unshakable determination to keep moving forward despite challenges. In this section, he explores the role of persistence in overcoming obstacles, the power of a mastermind group in achieving success, and the intriguing concept of sex transmutation, which he describes as one of the most misunderstood yet powerful forces behind personal achievement. The power of persistence. Hill defines persistence as the habit of continuing toward a goal even when faced with failures, difficulties, and setbacks. He argues that the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is often not intelligence or talent but the ability to keep pushing forward when others give up. He notes that most people fail because they quit too soon. They start with enthusiasm but lose motivation when they encounter their first major obstacle. On the other hand, those who succeed are those who persistently pursue their goal despite temporary defeats. He insists that failure is never final unless one accepts it as such. To illustrate this, Hill shares the story of R.U. Darby and his uncle, who invested in a gold mining operation during the gold rush. After months of digging, they found a small vein of gold but soon hit a dead end. Convinced that the gold had dried up, they abandoned their claim and sold their equipment to a junk dealer. The junk dealer, however, consulted an expert and learned that the gold vein was actually just 3 feet away from where the Derbys had stopped digging. With this knowledge, the junk dealer resumed digging and soon discovered one of the richest gold mines of that era. Hill uses the story to emphasize that many people give up just before they are about to achieve success. To develop persistence, Hill suggests having a definite purpose backed by a strong desire. Without a compelling reason to persist, it is easy to quit when difficulties arise. Creating a detailed plan and continuously improving it. A solid plan gives direction and helps maintain focus. Ignoring negative influences. Most failures occur because people listen to discouragement from others. Developing the habit of taking action, even when motivation is low. Persistence is built through consistent effort. Hill insists that persistence is a learned skill, not an innate talent. Anyone can cultivate it by training their mind to keep going regardless of setbacks. The power of the mastermind group. Hill introduces the mastermind group as one of the most powerful tools for success. A mastermind group is a gathering of like-minded individuals who come together to support, challenge, and encourage each other in their goals. Hill argues that no person achieves great success alone. The most accomplished individuals in history have always relied on the collective intelligence, resources, and support of others. He describes the mastermind principle as the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between 2 or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. When 2 or more minds come together, they create a third mind, a synergy of intelligence and creativity that surpasses what any individual could achieve alone. Hill gives the example of Andrew Carnegie, who attributed his massive success in the steel industry to his mastermind group. Carnegie surrounded himself with some of the brightest minds in business and industry, relying on their expertise to make strategic decisions. To form an effective mastermind group, Hill suggests choosing individuals who share a common vision and ambition, ensuring that all members bring unique skills, knowledge, or resources to the group, meeting regularly to exchange ideas, solve problems, and encourage each other, maintaining harmony within the group, as conflict and negativity can weaken its effectiveness. A mastermind group provides accountability, new perspectives, and motivation, making it an essential component of long-term success. The mystery of sex transmutation. One of the most unusual yet powerful concepts Hill discusses is sex transmutation, which he defines as the process of redirecting sexual energy into productive and creative endeavors. He argues that sexual desire is one of the most powerful human emotions, capable of driving people to extraordinary achievements. However, rather than indulging in uncontrolled passion, successful individuals learn to channel this energy into their ambitions and goals. Hill suggests that many of history's most successful men had a strong sex drive but knew how to convert that energy into creative genius and business success. He believes that highly motivated and charismatic leaders often possess a strong sexual energy, but instead of wasting it on meaningless indulgence, they redirect it toward building empire, creating inventions, and pursuing great accomplishments. He gives examples of great leaders, inventors, and entrepreneurs who, through disciplined control of their desires, transformed sexual energy into mental and creative power. According to Hill, many of the most brilliant thinkers and artists in history were able to achieve great things because they harnessed and sublimated their passion into their work. To practice sex transmutation, Hill advises recognizing the power of sexual energy as a creative force rather than merely a physical act. Redirecting thoughts and desires toward productive goals instead of purely physical pleasure. Using sexual energy to enhance imagination, enthusiasm, and persistence in pursuing success. He acknowledges that this principle may be difficult to grasp, but he insists that those who understand and apply it will experience an extraordinary increase in their creative and intellectual power. Conclusion. Hill concludes the section by reinforcing that success is not just about knowledge or strategy but about determination, collaboration, and energy management. Persistence ensures that obstacles do not lead to permanent failure. A mastermind group provides the collective intelligence and support necessary for achievement. Sex transmutation channels one of the strongest human drives into creative and productive pursuits. By mastering these 3 principles, individuals can develop an unstoppable force that propels them toward wealth, success, and personal fulfillment. Part 5. The subconscious mind, the brain, and the sixth sense. In the final section of Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill explores the deeper, more intangible aspects of success. He explains how the subconscious mind, the brain, and what he calls the sixth sense play crucial roles in shaping a person's destiny. These concepts go beyond mere logic and planning. They focus on the unseen but powerful forces that influence thought, decision-making, and intuition. Hill suggests that mastering these forces allows an individual to tap into limitless potential and attract success effortlessly. The subconscious mind, the gateway to success. Hill describes the subconscious mind as the storage center of all thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Unlike the conscious mind, which actively processes information, the subconscious operates in the background, shaping behavior, habits, and beliefs. According to Hill, the subconscious does not differentiate between positive and negative thoughts, it simply absorbs and acts on whatever is repeatedly fed into it. He explains that the subconscious mind is directly influenced by autosuggestion, which was discussed earlier in the book. When individuals repeatedly affirm their goals and visualize success with emotion and belief, these thoughts become embedded in the subconscious, which then works to bring them into reality. Conversely, if one constantly entertains thoughts of fear, doubt, and failure, the subconscious mind will manifest those realities as well. To harness the power of the subconscious mind, Hill suggests repetition of positive affirmations. By continually stating and believing in one's goals, an individual reinforces success-oriented thinking. Emotional intensity, thoughts backed by strong emotions, such as desire, faith, and enthusiasm, penetrate the subconscious more effectively than neutral or weak thoughts. Elimination of negative influences. One must consciously avoid negative thoughts and external influences that could plant seeds of doubt and fear in the subconscious mind. Hill insists that the subconscious is always at work, even during sleep. He recommends reviewing goals before bedtime so that the subconscious can process them overnight. Many successful individuals, he notes, have experienced moments of inspiration or problem-solving breakthroughs upon waking, a direct result of the subconscious mind working in the background. The brain, a broadcasting and receiving station. Hill theorizes that the human brain functions like a radio transmitter and receiver, capable of sending and receiving thoughts. He suggests that thoughts are not isolated within a single mind but exist as energy that can influence and be influenced by others. This concept, though abstract, aligns with the idea that individuals attract circumstances, opportunities, and even people who match the frequency of their dominant thoughts. According to Hill, when a person consistently thinks about success, they unconsciously transmit signals that attract opportunities and individuals aligned with that vision. Similarly, negative thoughts broadcast a frequency that attracts setbacks and failures. He likens the brain to a magnet, emphasizing that whatever a person focuses on most intensely will be drawn into their life. Hill encourages individuals to surround themselves with positive, successful people because thoughts and energy are contagious. He believes that those who immerse themselves in an environment of ambition, optimism, and achievement will naturally absorb those qualities, while those who spend time with negative or uninspired individuals will struggle to maintain a high level of success-oriented thinking. He also touches on the idea that intuition and inspiration often come through the brain's ability to receive higher forms of knowledge, either from external sources, such as mentors or mastermind groups, or from what he calls infinite intelligence, a mysterious universal force that connects all human thought. The sixth sense, the door to infinite intelligence. Perhaps the most philosophical and abstract concept in the book, the sixth sense, is described as a state of heightened awareness and intuition. Hill believes that after mastering all the other principles outlined in the book, desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, decision, persistence, the mastermind group, and controlled imagination, an individual will develop a sixth sense that provides guidance, insight, and seemingly miraculous opportunities. He describes the sixth sense as a direct connection to infinite intelligence, which he defines as the source of all ideas, knowledge, and wisdom. This force, he claims, has been accessed by history's greatest thinkers, inventors, and leaders, allowing them to make bold decisions, create revolutionary ideas, and navigate obstacles with an almost supernatural ability. Hill acknowledges that the sixth sense cannot be easily explained or taught. It is something that develops naturally through the consistent application of the book's principles. However, he provides examples of great figures throughout history who seem to possess an extraordinary ability to foresee trends, make wise decisions, and achieve phenomenal success. He argues that these individuals did not rely solely on logic and analysis but also trusted their intuition and inner guidance. Overcoming fear, the final barrier to success. Hill concludes the book by addressing the 6 basic fears that hold most people back from achieving their true potential. Fear of poverty. The fear of financial instability prevents people from taking risks or pursuing opportunities. Fear of criticism. Many people avoid chasing their dreams because they fear judgment from others. Fear of ill health. Excessive worry about sickness can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fear of loss of love. The fear of losing loved ones can cause insecurity and prevent growth. Fear of old age. Many fear becoming weak or irrelevant as they grow older. Fear of death. The ultimate fear that prevents people from fully living. Hill explains that all fears originate in the mind and can be eliminated through faith, positive thinking, and a strong desire to succeed. He warns that fear is the single greatest enemy of success because it paralyzes action, weakens decision-making, and keeps individuals trapped in mediocrity. Conclusion: the ultimate formula for success. In the final words of Think and Grow Rich, Hill reminds readers that wealth and success are not accidents but the result of deliberate thought and action. He reinforces that every great achievement begins with a definite purpose, followed by faith, persistence, and the application of specialized knowledge and organized planning. He urges readers to take responsibility for their own success, eliminating excuses and self-doubt. The principles in the book, he asserts, have been proven time and time again by history's most successful individuals. Those who apply them with discipline and commitment will inevitably achieve financial success and personal fulfillment. Hill leaves readers with the empowering message that thoughts are the foundation of all achievements, and by taking control of the mind, anyone can shape their destiny and turn their dreams into reality.